Hello there. My name is SoulBC and welcome to the first episode of the series, Is That Weapon Viable in Call of Duty Warzone? Particularly this episode, the Kilo 141. Now before we begin, if you have not, view the pilot episode to know what we will cover in each episode for this series. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button and maybe subscribe. Hit the bell if you do. View the rest of the channel for some laughs or other guides. I play other games, particularly VR, and lots of Warzone. Also, come by when I'm streaming. I stream Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and every other Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Before we really begin, I have something to mention. Season 4 has been out for a couple weeks now, and the looted variants have been replaced or removed. This means that I will not cover the looted variants as I said I would. With each different season or major update, the loot table can change. As much as I wanted to add to the series, I can only give my thoughts on the custom variants or sets of attachments that I used. The first weapon, as from the title of this video, is the Kilo 141 Assault Rifle Alpha, the first of its category. First off, let me put in my personal opinion. This weapon is an absolute machine when it comes to medium and long range combat, occasionally close range combat depending on the battles you're fighting. Before I started to have this idea for the series, I used it a lot. It is one of my go-to weapons as of right now, along with the Grawl 556, the Ram 7, the MP5, the MP7. The first attachments I use on the Kilo 141 were the ones I had been using, as well as some minor adjustments for the visibility for the ADS. The blueprint was the Cerulean, because blue lasers, pew-pew, you know, blue pew-pews. The attachments used first were the light weight suppressor, Ranger foregrip, the 60-round magazine, the stapled grip tape, along with no stock. This is my current go-to setup when using the Kilo for its mobility and its versatility. The only downside for this setup is the ADS visibility, as for some players the sights can be bothersome as they can take some visibility away from your main focus, in this case your opponent. This leads me to a second group of attachments, which was a very minor change. I had placed the default stock back onto the weapon and replaced that attachment to the GI Mini. As the visibility was much better, the ADS speed was decreased exponentially. It was very noticeable for me. It made me want to revert back. Thus, I proceeded altering the class further. I want to quickly talk about the looted variants of the Kilo 141 for Season 3. First off, this script was written way before Season 4. During the making and writing of this, the GUR and the field guide were the two main variants used. I cannot recall if they were or not. They were both pretty good variants though, each having their ups and downs. They both have 100 round beta magazines. Everything else is different. The GUR has a shorter stock, the FSS close quarters stock, god that's a tongue twister, for a quicker ADS. It also comes with a flip up hybrid and a foregrip, which I believe is a Ranger foregrip for accuracy. This is legendary tier on the battlefield, or was, and it's one that you must pick up if you see. I know there are some people who don't grab legendary weapons because they don't like them, but this one is a machine compared to the field guide. It's brother or sister in this case. As a slow ADS, it uses a longer barrel and an integral hybrid sight. I can't tell what other attachments are on there, but from top of my head, actually, I'm gonna pull it up on a page here, gamesatlas.com. Singard Arms 19.8-inch Prowler barrel, the integral hybrid optic, the Singard Arms Sniper Pro stock, the 100-round magazine. It was an epic tier weapon in the loot table. It had a slow ADS, it used a longer barrel, as I said, and I have lost many gunfights with it compared to the GUR. I needed to ADS faster than the enemy, but I couldn't. I was just not quick enough, and firing from the hip isn't in my mind 90% of the time when I'm in a gunfight. It's still a great gun, regardless of the ADS. Paired with another weapon, the combo can be great, depending on what your secondary weapon is, whether it's a shotgun or SMG. Go for shotgun. Origin 12. It absolutely shreds everything. The next set of alterations were the muzzle, the underbarrel, and the optic. I changed the suppressor to the compensator, and the result for that was not much from my perspective. The underbarrel was switched to the M203 40mm grenade launcher, or I'm just going to call it the nade launcher. The optic was changed to the canted hybrid sight. I also changed the 60-round magazine to the 50 for the small bit of extra mobility. Overall, the compensator did not have much change to the recoil as it stated, so later on I changed it back to the suppressor, because you gotta have the suppressor. The grenade launcher is exceptionally outstanding. It's practically a third weapon. I think I mentioned this in the pilot. I can't recall. The ADS speed was still reliable in each gunfight with the current sight, and it was of no hindrance at all. Provided cover, suppressive fire for teammates, and so on. The canted sight, however, was a nightmare. Visibility gives you is atrocious when switching to close range red dot instead of the scope, as the scope took up a good chunk of the screen, hiding enemies from my view, and you can't see through the scope. Let me see through the scope if you're going to do that. Personally did not like the sight, and I believe this will be for every single gun in the game that has this attachment. If it's on the ground or not, I'm pretty sure I'll switch it out. A great alternative is the integral hybrid scope. It didn't take away any visibility. It's reliable when ADSing, meaning it's still at a good speed. Overall, this set of attachments was an excellent test run. On to the next. The monolithic suppressor, the SingGuard Arms 19.8-inch Prowler barrel, the tack laser, the 60-round magazine, and the granulated grip tape. As much as the rear grip tape attachment can affect the gun, I still find having that extra ADS speed and sprint to fire speed much more effective. The granulated grip tape was effective, yes, but I'd much rather have that stapled variant. As for the tack laser, I cannot say I like it too much with assault rifles. Hint. With assault rifles, as it can give away your position if you're looking down the corner in a particular way. I've killed many people because their laser was showing, whether it was the 5mm or the tack laser. The ADS speed is very tempting, but you can make up for it with a stapled grip tape or other attachments that grant that ADS speed if applicable. In regards to the suppression and ammunition, I'm 100% for suppression, and the bigger the mag, the longer the spray if needed. Just don't go too big, it might be too much for you to handle, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it stinks. Nice and good.
On to the third set. The Kilo is paired with the SingGuard Arms? The SingGuard Arms 16.6-inch SOCOM barrel, a monolithic suppressor, the Forge Tech ultralight stock, the 60-round magazine, and the stapled grip tape. The stock says it would have increased aiming movement speed, yet I did not see much of a difference. Aiming down the sights, nonetheless, the effective range to kill was phenomenal. Continually playing with the Kilo iron sights, it's actually not that bad. The 19.8-inch Prowler barrel seems to be less beneficial than the SOCOM barrel. The SOCOM barrel grants you more mobility, which is a must, and added damage, range, and control and accuracy, because regardless of the barrel, the gun is fairly accurate. I then made some more adjustments for the next set of testing, using another underbarrel attachment, the 12-gauge Deputy, or the Master Key, as it was previously known for, and the SingGuard Arms Whisper barrel. I've also put fully loaded onto the class to make it an endgame weapon. I've already stated this in the pilot. I know I did for sure this time. 12-gauge Deputy, Master Key. Again, don't use it. Unless you have like a munitions box every turn, you can pick that thing up, use it, and get full ammo for it, but don't do it. Actually, I don't even know if you can get ammo for it in Battle Royale. I didn't use it enough to even look because I was so upset that it didn't work. And the SingGuard Arms Whisper barrel, it's a good variant, and it also gives you an extra attachment slot to put in something else. You know, you can put a perk on there. Just don't put the Deputy on there, please. With more testing around the weapons and attachments, obviously the Kilo 141 is a viable weapon to use in Warzone. My go-to class for the Kilo is the monolithic suppressor, no stock, Ranger foregrip, the 60-round magazine, and the stapled grip tape. The class I run varies though. I use that variant of the Kilo along with the Origin 12 or a Kar 98K. If I need to grab a secondary loadout, it either contains the same weapons or I'm switching my secondary with another along with the perks. Goes to restock, of course. I would rate this gun a 4 of 5 in its viability, as it is not the best in some gunfights, however it can still pack a punch. The following are some of my class setups that you can use and determine for yourself if it works great for you. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of the series. Stay tuned and follow my social links down below to be up to date with what's to come, or you can just go to streamerlinks.com/SoulBC. Come by and watch my streams. I stream from Tuesday to Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and every other Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I was on vacation, I'm back now, yay. The next weapon is the Bravo section of the assault rifle category, the FAL. The FAL, the fall, the whichever. Farewell, and until the next one, good luck and happy hunting.